Hello everyone, welcome to watch my live event management broadcast reflection. I'm Yen Shan Liu. In this video, I will use PM book model for this reflection and then introduce my experience during the event and the challenges we have faced and how to solve it. I will also use different series to apply this reflection and how to improve in the future. PM book model. In the first stage of PM book model is the initiation stage, which represents the beginning of the project and discuss whether the project is feasible. The second stage is planning stage. The stage is the key to successful project management. The focus is on formulating a roadmap that everyone will follow. The third stage is execution stage, which is the stage where deliverables and developed and completed. This usually feels like the essence of the project because a lot of things happened during this period, such as status, reports, and meetings. The fourth stage is the performance monitoring stage, which is all about measuring the progress and performance on the project and ensuring that everything that happens is consistent with the project management plan. The last stage is the closure stage, which represents the completed project. After a project is completed, the project manager usually convenes a meeting to evaluate the progress of the project and determine the cause of the project failure. Cobbs proposed an experiential learning cycle in 1984. He believed that people can reflect on specific experience, observe this experience, generate new principles and concepts, and then apply new concepts to practice. New concreted experience forms a learning cycle. Reflection is the most important part of experiential learning, and it is also the link between experience and learning. First is concreted experience. A new experience or situation is encountered or a reinterpretation of existing experience. Second is reflective observation of particular importance are many inconsistencies between experience and understanding. Third is abstract conceptualization reflection. Give rise to a new idea or a modification of an existing abstract concept. Fourth is active experimentation. The learner applies their idea to the world around them to see what happens. Sometimes you have to play the part to become the part by generally corner. First is the invitation stage, and this stage we discuss which role we want to take in this regard. Everyone has reached a consensus and used our strength to choose the role. There are a total of 6 roles, and I'm responsible for planning and logistics manager. This part needs to be responsible for planning the agenda and explore the hazard and risk assessment. But because the epidemic, many team members are not in UK, including me, we use Microsoft Teams for meeting and WhatsApp group to contact and discuss. The first problem we encountered was jet lag because everyone was in different regions. The time of meeting and discussion was different. In addition, everyone have different course time, so basically every meeting did not have all team members join. But we also sort out the document. We will sort out the document after each meeting, and then send it to the member who did not participate. There's one person in our group who cannot join our WhatsApp group, so it is a little inconvenient for the discussion. And the role she was responsible for was a social media coordinator, but in the subsequent promotion of the event, she said that her country cannot use social media such as Instagram or Facebook. So the social media promotion at this event is also my responsibility. So in the same time, this allowed me to learn 2 different roles at the same time, so which made me have more experience and also learn how the team members should help each other. Then we have find out the charity we want to raise the awareness, and we also discuss the event time that we want to hold. After the discussion, I have completed the risk assessment form to make sure that this event can be held. Second is planning stage. I use SMART goals to make the detail about our event more clearly. First is confirming the target market customer group, that is students and teachers in Coventry, and then what kind of event will be. Because of the epidemic, we will hold an online quiz night event. We use Zoom to hold an online video event, and this event will be held on March 22 at 7 p.m. UK time. As for why this event is held, it is because we want more people to pay attention to guide dogs and raise their awareness of guide dogs, and how to judge whether our activities are successful and achieve our goals. We will see whether the donation data meets the standard and the number of participants. And this event can be successful because our team have the basic knowledge of holding event, and they are all students of Department of Event Management. And we will give this event about 2 months deadline to plan and execute. Also, we have set out a marketing plan to see what should we do for promote our event, and we will use social media to promote our event, like post some poster about the guide dog, and target the stakeholder and find out the possible hazard during the event, and get contact with the charity and sponsors, and find out all technical issue and solve it. Third is execution stage. At this stage, we do things separate, such as getting in touch with Guido UK charity, connecting sponsor and promoting event, planning the agenda, and make appointments for Zoom, and doing rehearsals. Because basically it can be done by one person, only the rehearsal we need to do it with all team member. So there's no need for everyone to do it together. And then the picture next to this is the screenshot of a person from the Guido UK charity giving a speech on the date of event. And this is the guide dog. And fourth is monitoring and control stage. Wood and Masterman have identified the 7 I's, which can enhance the event experience, and Pine and Gilmore identify 4 E's for the experimental value. So in order to increase the audience experience, in this event we hope to bring more knowledge about guide dogs to the audience and impress them. So we use Q&A to make the audience more involved and experience the event. And this kind of online event about guide dog is very rare. So we organize this event with innovative ideas, such as we can interacting with guide dogs through the video, because we want to increase the awareness of guide dogs. So the significance of this event is very important and educational to let more people learning the knowledge about guide dog. The last stage is the shutdown stage. A mistake is a stepping stone to success. So this stage is about after the event. Our group have a meeting to discuss the process of holding this event, what need to be improved, and what did not meet expectations. And the first point is that we did not receive a cent in the donation activity we set up, and that is very shame. So, and the second is the number of participants was less than we expected. Almost, we just only got 5 or 6 participants, and as well as the lack of cooperation among our team members. Much of work is done by individual, and it seems that everyone did not hold this event very seriously, and some team members even made excuse to say that they was not available to join the meeting or the rehearsals. So, but although the event was held smoothly and there were no mistakes, and however, I believe it could be better than I think if give us more time to prepare for the event. The evaluation. Gibbs has identified a reflective cycle, as you can see the picture over here. It offers a framework for examining experience, and given its cycle nature lends itself particularly well to repeat experience, allowing us to learn and planning from things that either went well or didn't go well. This is my first time to host an event, and I was learned a lot during this process. For example, I'm in charge of planning a logistic work. Although the activity process is not planned by me, but the risk assessment is also a very important part. This time we hold online event, it is unlikely that there will be any man-made accident, but things like network instability and network disconnection are very serious. Because once there is no network for online event, there is no way to get in touch with other participants. And through this activity, I'm not only learn how to assess risk, but I also learn promotional activity and producing of posters. I was responsible for promoting our event on Instagram. Although the participant was not as expected, but our pages have reached more than 100 followers in just 2 weeks without paid advertisement, which is already a great encouragement to me. And it is also have raised a little bit awareness for guide dogs. The leader of our group is very consistent. She will arrange everyone's work and plan the meeting time. Although every meeting is not attended by all members, most of team members still do their job well. Through this event, I found that team communication is very important. Although this teamwork is not united as expected, it is more likely doing different things. But due to the time difference, this is also inevitable. Although this event was not very successful, at least our activity were carried out in accordance with the planning process. In the future, the learning cycle was developed by Honey and Mumford based upon the work of Kobe, and they identify four distinct learning style or performance, which is activist, theoristic, paradigmatic, and reflector. I think I'm more likely the activities, people who learn by doing. Like the process of holding this event, I learned a lot of details that are only considered when organizing the event, as well as group discussion and role playing and so on. And I'm also reflector. I like to learn by observing and thinking about what happened, looking at things from various angles, collecting information and use this opportunity to try to draw appropriate conclusions. This will not only allow me to improve my shortcomings in the future, but also learn the strengths of others. Just like this grouping, I am very much in line with our team leader because she fully manages the time and help the various difficult encountered by each team member. This is a very necessary skill as a leader. And after the experience of this event, I believe that there will be better results in the future, such as how to communicate and cooperate with the team. And it is very important to tolerate each other. The process of holding this event also allows me to better understand the relevant details of the event, so it is a good experience for the future work. But the most important thing is how to cooperate with the team. Thank you, and this is my reference.